Good afternoon. I'm Jayaratne from University of Moratuwa, Sri Lanka. The paper is titled Challenges on Urban Aging in High-Density Settlements, Relationship of Built Environment Attributes and Lifestyle of Elderly in Western Province, Sri Lanka. Population aging and urbanization are two key phenomena in the 21st century that concerns the elders living in cities, especially those in low middle income countries like Sri Lanka. In such a setting, understanding the responsiveness of built environment attributes for active aging is crucial. However, even the few studies available are prioritized on health rather than built environment attributes. Therefore, this study aims to assess the built environment attributes related to elders for the first time in developing countries like Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka being a low middle income country, it is the first of the South Asian countries to grow through this demographic transition. Therefore, though there are general policies for the needs of the aged in South Asian countries like Sri Lanka, the effectiveness of the policies so far is doubtful and the aspect of lifestyle for the elderly is not much explored. In such a setting, identifying the key attributes for healthy aging is vital. The well-being of elders residing in cities for healthy aging mainly depends on the scale of the built environment they are most active around. However, due to the restrictions in mobility and sensory impairments, the areas of activity and movement of elders are limited. Therefore, mostly they spend time within the meso and the micro levels of living environments. Thus, the conditions of external living environments are crucial for elders. For this, it is identified that the respondents must meet the participants' criteria of the study, and elders are occupied within the selected spatial scale. Therefore, the study approach deals with the characteristics of the neighborhood settlement at a meso level as given in Table 1. Method of study is a hybrid approach that combines qualitative and quantitative methods as summarized in Figure 3. Thus, the methods are comprised of a questionnaire survey to acquire age-related individual characteristics, an axial map analysis for critical cases, and a frequency analysis of data to investigate the relationship of built environment attributes and the lifestyle of elders. Questionnaire survey was performed to acquire the age-related individual characteristics of the critical cases, thus was designed to recognize the prominent variables in the built environment affecting elders in urban areas. It is composed of two main sections, namely age-related individual characteristics and the built environment assessment. The survey of 33 questions was formulated by reviewing the existing literature and renowned guidelines such as WHO QOL BREF and abbreviated version of WHO QOL 100. A count of 73 questionnaires was completed by elders in a total at a response rate of 91.25%. An axial map analysis was carried out using the DepthMaxX software to identify the connectivity and the integration for a better understanding of the neighborhood layout and to filter the micro case study areas for in-depth analysis. The age population of Sri Lanka is unevenly distributed throughout the provinces, while the majority of both the total population and the age population live in the Western Province, is 28.7 and 31% respectively. The selection of case study locations of Dehiwala Mount Lavinia was centered on the distribution of population age, settlement types, and income levels. The areas meeting the identified criteria was selected by overlaying an axial map using DepthMaxX software with a land use map of the suburban area of Dehiwala Mount Lavinia. The figure 5 shows the composition of the neighborhoods of the selected case studies, and the characteristics of those high-density settlements are given in Table 3. The assessment method composes of two case studies in Colombo, Sri Lanka with a questionnaire survey, an axial map, and a frequency analysis using SPS software. The case studies comprises of a middle income and a low income settlement, both with a high population density. Findings in Figure 6 shows that the physical attributes in built environments such as conditions of pavements and curbs 76%, walkways 73% significantly assist to fostering social activities. Thus, informs these built environment attributes have the potential to reduce the impact of the age-related individual characteristics of elders, therefore enhancing the physical and the emotional well-being measures. The age-related characteristics with elders are both in physical and psychological aspect. The findings from the initial frequency analysis on such selected attributes are illustrated in Figure 7, shows that most of the age-related individual characteristics are physical in nature and is associated with both sensory like vision, hearing and movement, back complaints, joint stiffnesses, arthritis, fatigue. This was also highlighted by the Department of Census and Statistics in 2015. Furthermore, it reveals that the physical age-related conditions such as arthritis 72%, poor vision 67% and dementia 67% psychologically significantly affect the daily activities of elders. The findings suggest that the built environment attributes play a vital role in aiding the effect of age-related characteristics of elders, thus enhancing the lifestyle of elders in both the case studies. The results and significant correlations are further discussed below in Table 4. The analysis results explicitly inform that in comparison, the middle income settlement is more adversely affected by the built environment response related to health and social relationships. This finding is further supported by the prominence in health-related issues of loneliness, row value 0.42, and lack of freedom, row value 0.14, in the middle income settlement. The analysis confirmed that there are statistically significant relationships between age-related individual characteristics related to psychological aspects and the built environment attributes in the case of the middle income settlement, or case study 2 as shown in Figure 8. Moreover, the relationships between the physical characteristics and the built environment affect both the case studies similarly. To develop an appraisal to identify the significance of correlations between the built environment attributes that affect elders in their daily activities were rated based on a ranking system corresponding to the relationship, low, medium or high. Simultaneously, the absolute score is calculated based on a weighted importance and the relationship strength. Then the contribution percentage of each built attribute is calculated, which shows the hierarchy of the attributes summarized in Table 5, which is also graphically represented according to their priority levels in Figure 10. The study recognizes several outcomes in identifying the built environment response in enhancing the quality of life of elders. Preliminary, it was identified there are significant interrelationships between individual characteristics and the built environment attributes for elders. The recognized age-related individual characteristics of elders are mostly physical and are focused on mobility and sensory impairments. The built environment attributes ranked based on their significance in correlation with quality of life measures and the individual age-related characteristics are highlighted that state of street design 13.2%, recreational activities 11.3% and transport 10.1% as the key built environment attributes that should be focused on in designing inclusive urban environments for elders. This further developed for an appraisal that can assess health-related aspects of built environment response for vulnerable age groups. Finally, the study was able to conclude that it is potentially possible to apply the developed appraisal as a guideline for future urban design interventions while catering for vulnerable age groups like elders. Thank you.